Good now, everyone. I hope this broadcast finds you well. My name is Artorius Winchester, Scholar of the Dreaming Glade, and welcome back to a spot of Mahjong, which we haven't done in a couple of weeks, I don't think, but, yeah, I don't know, I've been feeling the game a bit recently. Also, my audio is playing somewhere in the background, and it's really throwing me off. That'll be it. Excuse me. I had to come mute myself in the background. Jonging, indeed, Morn. Nice to see you here as well. Yeah. I saw you play on Tuesday. Now you can see how I hilariously fuck up hands today. But yeah, no, I'm feeling very much, I guess first off I should apologize actually for being a little late. I'd like to say it was because there was some, like, world-ending, like, busy thing I had going on. Honestly, the busy thing was just I made too much potatoes for dinner, and then I ate them all, and then I was just kind of lying, just sitting there like, ugh. But, like, and then I like, you know, just kinda lying there and then being like, I can push stream back by 50 minutes just until I can, like, move again. So that's honestly why I was late. I just needed a bit longer after dinner. Traffic jam in the Glade. Yeah, we'll go with that. Something like that. You know, honestly, just dinner too big. But, we ball. But yeah, so like I say, I'm in the mood for definitely for some chill games here. So I'm going to try and not massively overthink these, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see how into it I get. Because whomst does know. Alrighty then. Jumping into our first game. Go see how much people have paid for avatars. If I see anyone with that, like, Defender of Cats. Oh my god, they're all default avatars except me. I'm the fraud here. Oh god, okay. Right, what do we got here? Let's have a look. Pair of sixes. 6779 is kind of interesting. 46 is technically something. Everything else is kind of crap, I'm not gonna lie. Like, obviously we first dropped this west for an east, which... Okay, well that's the first possible opportunity I could have got rid of that. There's no way I could have denied that any harder. 4, 5, 6, we do like that. I'm going to drop the 9 here, which is maybe a little... Maybe I should be dropping the east or the north straight up, but it's a terminal. I think I can get rid of this 9 and this 1. Oh, okay. And this 1 before I really have to worry about these. But, like, these things' days are numbered. That is that helps more than this 1, I think. 2, 4, 6, 7, 7, 9. That's technically 2 shapes. Aggressive today, are we? I don't know. I thought I was fairly chilled out. But, yeah, no, this player on the left. And I guess also this green dragon player on the right. Both definitely seem to be on the aggressive side of things. Oh, dear lord. Okay. Right. I meant the player on the left. Yes, you have to forgive me. I'm still kind of waking up a bit here more, and it's just like, oh yeah, of course you meant the player over here. But yeah, so that's their seat wind and the round wind and wands. This may be a fold, Chief. It probably is. Yeah, you're probably not wrong there. I'm gonna drop this north for now. No, you're always very chill. Yippee! Oh. Works for me. What do we... Okay, this 8's in their discard, so we've got to really start paying attention to what's in their discard now, because it's stuff they can't call us on. Which is Dora White Dragon. Also some things other people around the table have dropped. Okay, I've already dropped one of these ones. You wouldn't be looking for a pair of them, surely. Although maybe you would. Maybe this is an all terminals and honors hand. This is technically pinned for the minute if I get rid of this 9. Not that it matters. It was... Okay, it was half outside. It was almost all terminals and honors. That's not a bad first hand. Just a little, you know, 5k. I mean, chop that in there. Get yourself a little nice early lead. Okay. I can kind of get behind this. So White Dragons, obviously, you know, a pair of them. Fantastic. Whether we want to call on them or not, I mean, it depends, really. I think this one of, bamboo. Only time I've seen you get mad is when you get solicitors in chat. Even then I describe that as politely miffed. It's the British way. Yeah, we're gonna maybe Pond Palace this. Or maybe look like we're going for some kind of pin flush and then bait it. Something like that. I think, I'm not saying those numbers together, but we are going to get rid of this 9. I don't get mad, I get disappointed. Yeah, this is very true. Yoink. We're going to get rid of this, I guess. And then we, like... it's worth less points, but we could, like, sequence up one of these and then just drop the 7 and then be ready. I kind of want to greed for an extra... hello? Maybe I don't want to greed. Maybe the time for greed is over because that changes quite a lot. It's not giving me any more Dora, but that's why it changes a lot. Because now suddenly I can't just like think, oh, I'm ahead, I can greed this hand. And if people catch up to me, then, you know, it's whatever. Now I have to finish this hand before someone kills me for it. And as it turns out, this is kind of exactly what we're going for. So 5s and 8s on the old pin. And then we run someone for like 1k, but at least it means we defuse this. Thank you. Not the biggest hand, but it's something. It actually pulls you down below 30k as well, which is very funny. I'd rather cash in a 1k hand than get hit with a 12k hand, and that's exactly like one of the guiding, you know, principles and philosophies of Mahjong there. Morgana, yes, like sometimes, you know, like winning is great. Sometimes it's better to just not lose. Ooh, very interesting. There's a couple of different ways that can go, this 6 triple 7 9 thing. Like, we could have 5 6 7 pair of 7s. We could have 7 8 9 6 7 7. I think it's a very nice shape to have around. I'm going to say this red dragon goes in place of this 3. Okay, well, again, another thing where I tried to discard it as early as possible so people wouldn't get... wouldn't be able to call it. But if someone wakes up with a pair, you know, not much we can do. Here we are. Here's exactly what we were on about. So, I think we get rid of this 3-5 shape. Probably our weakest. Now we have 7 8 9... 6 7 7, 7 8 8, 1 2 3. So in terms of blocks, that's block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4. I'm kind of missing it. I've been immediately punished. Okay. It's fine. They would have gotten a 3rd dragon eventually. Yeah, exactly. It's like it's not my job on turn 1 to decide I'm holding that red dragon until like the end of time in case someone has it. It's just I'm going to get rid of it as early as possible. Oh, what the fuck do we do here? I guess. Maybe this turns into pure double sequence. 6, 7, 8, or... Actually, no, this is 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, and a random 7 at the minute. So then we can get rid of one of these for a pair of 8s. Maybe. 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8. Pair of 7s. No, not pair of 7s. Stupid. Oh, it's a random 8. Okay, that's what we have to get rid of. Yeah. Wondering how to pass that one. My turn motto has become, well, how was I supposed to know that? Exactly, yeah. It's like if I drop a dragon or a win turn 1 and someone calls it, then, you know, that's... There's not really much you can do about that. So, what's... Ooh, no. That would kind of wreck my entire hand. I guess the dream for us here is... Okay, there's that last 7 gone. As well as a 6, which is... I mean, the 5 we don't really care about. I guess we kind of care about the 5. Do we care about this 4? I'm going to go out to limb and say no. That might be a mistake. Possibly. So our ideal, like, not draw here would be a 9 of bamboo. This is not bad as well. Or is it? Funny orange button. Why do you do this to me? Fuck it. You know what? There's more thinking that could be done there. Fuck it. I'm gonna try and find a 6. Like I said, I think our dream would have been to get the 9s. We could have, like, pure double sequence 7, 8, 9 with a 6, 7, and then, like, a pair of 8s or something. But the core of Mahjong just... fuck it. It'll be fine. Now all I need to do is hope that someone drops one of these 6s. Or at least other people get intimidated enough that they, like, start folding their hands. If I pay 1,000 points to make other people fold on these 3, that's fine. Alternatively, I could just be good at the game. There we go. This hand is still not very big, as it turns out. It's literally just Lean Men's Enrichi. Damn. Alright. They call me fucking Tiny Hands Timmy. But hey, look, it's working. And now we're in the dealer seats. Now we want to make fast shit hands. Which, oh, Christ. I mean, it got one of those things right. This is indeed shit. No, I tell a lie, actually. 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, pair of threes, 4, 6, 8, the random 9 here. Like, if we can sort out, like, some of this top end, okay, I've discarded 2 9s, then we're, like, kind of laughing. Like, we get rid of these 3, and we start, looking for, like, Pinfu here, I think. And I think we're so good, honestly. We just need these 3 to become something. Sometimes you throw a team with one possible winning tile, pull it off. Sometimes you call Ricci and lose instantly. Yup. You can strategize, you know, to a certain extent, but eventually the Jong gods will decide your fate. Not you. What are we thinking here? We're thinking, did I say Pinfu? I mean, it could be Pinfu, but I was thinking of Panya when I said stuff earlier. Okay, I don't hate it, actually. Get rid of this 1. So now we have 5, 6, 7, 8, which is interesting. I haven't opened my hand yet, so if we really, you know, want to... 2, 4, 6, 8, I like it better than 9, not gonna lie. Although I'm probably... Maybe that was the time to drop the East. Maybe I'm kind of overgreeding this because it's round and seat wind, but... If we do... okay, you pawn those ones, player across from me. You show him who's boss. There. 2 Souths down, so no point taking them. Kind of just looking for something that gives me some steer here. Like, you need to become a sequence. I'm not dropping either of you. Like, you're part of the final hand because you're Dora. This 5, 6, 7 definitely is. Whether this 8 stays around or not is kind of up in the air at the minute. Depends what other tiles we get. And 8 doesn't help us, really. Does it help anyone else, though? First one down, it was a pause, so someone might have been looking at it, but no takers. Which, I mean, guess it means it's at least not advancing anyone else's hand and probably blocking them out of tiles they might potentially need. There's some, like, obviously, case with Chi where you've already got, like 5, 6, 7, and the game asks, would you like to Chi an 8? And you're just like, no, actually, I'm fine. Another 9 that people were looking at. That's the second one down. So that was someone looking at it for pawn. That's gone. Oh. Might been a... Wait, what the hell is my main Twitch chat blocked there? What? Okay, we don't need the 3. That's 4, 5, 6. I'll drop an East for that. What on earth? Oh, Twitch clip link. Oh. Right, okay. Yeah, you're probably better off dropping it in the, Oh, Jesus, hold on. I've got to think about this. I would really love 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but that means dropping the 8, which might be unsafe. So I'm gonna just avoid. Yeah, I will look at it in the Discord. This hand has kind of become a mess. Do we Tanyao this? Do I greed Tanyao with this? Fuck it, I'm East Sea. I'm gonna live dangerously. Okay. So we've got a really nice setup here. If we can find... Okay, that white dragon's safe. If we can find something to go on either end of this, if we can Chi it, even, then we can drop any of these safe. Holy, none of these are safe. Okay. That's a bit of a yikes. Well, this does change things slightly. And that's safe, so I kind of have to take it. If you think about it, I've kind of got to take it. I think this is good. Now, I have to come up with the... Okay. Don't kill me. Right, if we hit a 6 of wheels somewhere here, we are so good. I mean, people might think I'm going... Okay, that's already been dropped. That's safe. Come on. 6 of wheels. Oh, no. I don't want to drop that. I'm not greeding it. I'm not greeding it. The 6 of wheels wouldn't have happened. You gotta just get the fuck out of there sometimes. Look, we had a chance at greatness. It passed us by. Aha! Aha! I fucking called it. I fucking called it. Not dropping that unsafe tile on my life. Okay. Ooh. Sometimes you just know. Ooh, hello, 2 Dora 1s. Excellent. Okay. God, I'm very proud I got that. My greed knows no bounds! Don't worry about it. 3 pairs out the gate doing the funny. Oh, I'm doing the funny. Just not in the way you probably visualized. Look, trust me, this will all work out somehow. I haven't worked out how yet, but we're gonna get there. So, our options are, like, half flush or pawn palace, potentially. I've been shooting myself in the foot trying to make 9 pairs pop up. 9 pairs is pretty difficult, considering you can only get 7, but yeah. Ooh, someone looking at this West who isn't the West player. That complicates things. Okay, we will drop the 7 for now. Okay. That's cool. No, I don't particularly want to do that. And then 7, I'm tired. I feel that. Why'd you have a hat on in the thumbnail? Is it your birthday? Hi there, Scout. I don't, do I? Did I upload the wrong thumbnail? There is a small chance I've uploaded the wrong thumbnail. I'm always right and great at everything. I have made a horrible decision. Oh, no. It's now his birthday. Oh, God. Okay. Do you ever have a hand that starts with so much promise and then, everything just kind of goes to shit? Having one of them type days right about now. Oh, I do need that for my flush. Oh, I'm gonna just drop the safe south tile. His greed sickens me. Oh. Oh, no. I can't. On my life, it's not 7. It's fucking 7. It's not! Oh, I've been lied to. Huh. Okay, yep, we're gonna pawn that, because it keeps the flush and the pawn palace options open. We're gonna drop this 2. There's already one of it down. We're fine, we're fine. It's never been more fine. I'm not worried, you're worried, and you shouldn't be. Because he's gonna Tsumo anyway, so irrelevant. Oh. Yeah, that is somewhat large because of the Uradora. Okay, well, you know, it's still hanging on to second. Oh. That could have gone a lot worse, given how silly... Is this a 3, 4, 5, 6? No, it's not. Don't worry about what I was counting for there. It bears not speaking of. I love the repeated sound clip. Dora, Dora. Oh. Yeah, some of the other voice lines in this game are, like, really good as well for, like, that kind of stuff. I think this 2 helps. I'm not feeling it, gang. Not in this hand. So 2, 4, 6 is a nice shape. 8, 9 is a garbage shape, but it is a shape. 4, 4, 6 is something. 1 is Dora, but it's kind of random. This 8 is also... I mean, it's 6, 8, I guess. And then all 3 of these are all 1 down, so they all need to go. I guess I'll take a 5. Let's not be afraid to do that, potentially. The 2 is out of bounds for us now, but we can make this 5. If we find more man tiles while we're dropping these off, because they're more or less dead, we can, you know, make something happen. Like, say, maybe if we find a 6, you know? Crazy how nature do that sometimes. Yeah, I guess a green dragon is technically a different, you know, dragon that isn't down yet. Although, if anything more useful down here comes up, I'm dropping it. I'm kind of caught in a bit of a... Oh, yep, bye. Yeah. I feel like it was going to happen if I dropped one of them, but you got to do what you got to do, you know? It was either that or try and wait to, like, pair it up, and that seemed silly. Interesting. So, we can just convert you into a sequence and stop worrying about you, I guess. So, 4, 5, 6, shape 1. 2, 4, 6, shape 2. 8, 9, crappy shape 3. Pair of 4s, shape 4. 6, 8, kind of crappy shape 5. Leaving this one just kind of here. Ooh, cannon 3s. That's where you want to make, like, 4 bamboos more valuable. No? Okay, 2 are circles. Well, now we know which direction we want this to lean in. Okay, cheese out 6, 7, 8. Drops a 4. No. Immediately perishes. Sure. 2 red 5s in that as well. Fucking hell. 2 red 5s in the Dora seat. That will, I am so comfortably in second now, actually. That was kind of great for me. The only thing that might be an issue is that, yeah, that's a repeat. Oh! Okay. Yeah, why not? Why not do that? That sounds funny. 4, 5. We'll take that, I guess, as opposed to this random 9. What if I also drew a white dragon and then just kind of went for, like, half flush here? That, I think, could be funny. I didn't want the 9s. I don't particularly want the 8. I'll take a 7. You know, I'll drop a white dragon for a 7 of bamboo here. Now, that is somewhat tempting. You know what? There's already a white dragon in the walls. This white dragon is worth less, so it's actually the smart play to drop this. Probably, maybe. Yoink. Now what do I drop? Let's... It's gonna sound crazy. Smartorius. I try sometimes. But yeah, it's, I'm gonna drop out the rest of these bamboo. Yeah, partly because my entire discard is bamboo so far, so it disguises kind of what I'm going for. Partly so that I can immediately get punished by drawing a 4 here. God! Okay. You know what? Never punished. See, now it looks super like I'm going for some kind of flush and people have to be scared. And I haven't kind of revealed whether I'm going to man or pin yet. For the, which is the characters or the circles, for those of you who don't know the official names. It's man for characters, pin for circles, soul for bamboo. I use the terms interchangeably, but I realize that might be a bit confusing on stream, so I will try and stick to the... this is a bad... It doesn't matter what way you look at it. I think it's just not a good 9. Now, unfortunately, I think all roads to winning this hand quickly involve me dropping this 5 of circles. Which is fair, you know. We had a good run. Yeah. I think we do have to do this. Drop this. I'll be real, my mind color associates these sorts. As you'd be like red, black, green, essentially. I mean, to be fair, it's less of a mouthful than saying, like, characters, bamboo, and wheels. Which is kind of why I sometimes use the, Can I be so greedy, chat? Can I be so greedy here? I'm gonna purposely take myself out of Tempai to chase a bigger hand. Given that we're 40 tiles away, I think that it's, I don't know. This is like, it's not so disguised that I'm going for man now, I think, but I'm going to chase it anyway. Ooh. Okay. Whatever you say. This cannot possibly go wrong. I mean, oh, that 8 was destined for me. You took it because the pawn was... Okay, we're going to keep the north, because the north also counts towards half flush if I find a second one of it. Like, this is a sleeper good tile in this scenario. Yeah, I'm, like I say, to make anything reasonable of this hand, I really need, not that. Like, another 2 could work, obviously. A 7 could work, as could a 6 or an 8, although I'd much prefer a 6, because if I draw an 8, I'm in Puritan. A 5 could also work, I guess. Okay, you know, you're not going to catch me complaining that if someone, you know, happened to drop a 6 of characters, like, right now, maybe? Maybe right now? No? Okay, fair enough. Worth asking. But, yeah, you know, if someone drops one of these, now suddenly I've got, like, half flush, round wind, for, like, probably 3k as opposed to 1k. For, you know, what was admittedly a bit of a risky, you know, turnaround there, but one that I think was worth doing. Always lovely to have a tile that's in everyone's discard at least once as well, so no one can call me on it. That feels pretty good. Okay, that's a bit risky, but we're fine. I'm sort of worried about what this player across is doing. I think these, well, at least one of these two might have just been folding. Don't love that, but it's fine. Okay, or is everyone just folding out now? Well, yeah, it's probably still worth dropping this 9 because it's definitely safe tiles over here. There's no point changing the weight to something worse to try and, like, get some kind of gimmicky gotcha here. It does look like we are seeing folds. So I'm going to, yeah, just stick to my hand, stay the course, not worry too much about other people. For the admittedly, like, 2 or 3 clean. I guess the last round this is actually, but yeah, the 2 or 3 tiles that remain. Yeah, that ain't it. This isn't down, but I'll be fucked if I'm folding a tenpai now. Yep. Well, there we are. It was worth 3k points, just not in the way I thought it was. People got very scared. Which, great news for me. Like I say, it means I can hopefully quite nicely secure this. Okay, I see. Okay. You ever just... Okay. This is maybe one of the hands of all time. So there are 4 pairs here. There's also just a triplet of 7s, so we could go for, like, some... Okay. I'm listening. I'm hearing you, game. I think it wants me to go for potentially for 7 pairs. I'm feeling a 7 pairs in my future. And then if I'm not feeling a 7 pairs in my future, then... Like, say if we draw a 6 here, which would be Dora, that's not actually tempting because it's south-south. Ooh, now that is tempting. Ah, this is tough, this is tough, this is tough. Okay. This is kind of cutting off my nose to spite my face a bit, but I think having a Dora here means we can break up this 4-5 sequence. We've got like block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4, block 5 anyway. Hey, what if I was immediately punished for my words and my deeds? Okay, no, this is actually fine. So this 5, we're going to have to maybe break up 7 pairs a bit. There's too much Dora on the table for me to keep going with that. We've got 5, 6, 7, pair of 7s, 5, 6, pair of 5s, and then we need to... We've got the last east and last north still riding. I feel like we have to get rid of these. It's fucking crazy to break up a triplet like this. No. Oh, God. Okay, the norths are going. Oh, God, I might have royally fucked this hand. But hidden triplet yummy. Yeah, I know. That's the issue. Was it right to get rid of the 7 there? And just to make this 5, 6, 7, 7, 7. No, probably not. I'm being so fucking greedy. Okay, I can't be that greedy. That's a level of greed I can't aspire to. Like, cheating 4, 5, 6 to lock this in, but then having to get rid of all of these is like, that ain't it. That simply isn't it. What's our good draws here? We'd like something on either end of the 7, 8. Like a 6 or a 9 would do nicely. We'd like another 5. We'd like something on the end of this 5 or 6. That we actually draw and don't have to chi. Then we're going to get rid of this north. We're going to get rid of one of these 7s. And then kind of just hope the tenpai reveals itself from there. That's about as far ahead as I'm thinking with this. It's, you know, maybe going to come together. 40 tiles left, to be fair. Plenty of time. Can't chi that. Don't need this 2. And I guess we know that the norths and the easts are, like, probably safe tiles. So if this does go to... Okay. Or that can happen. It started off as a very good hand. I'm not sure if I played it badly or I just, you know, it just got as close as it could and then faltered. I was trying to account for a lot of Dora because obviously I've got like 10k points to make up for what I make first here, but it be do. Okay. My greed does in fact know some bounds. I'm dropping this red dragon. Okay, fuck me then, I guess. Sure, why not? Yeah, sure. Pop off, King. You deserve that one. Oh. Damn it. Oh. Just like, I'm going to drop this red dragon and be sensible and not hold it forever because, you know, it'll stop other people getting it and then just literally tile 1 called. Like, what am I meant to do? Chad, it might be looking like another kind of potential 7-pair situation. We have 4 pairs, if you count some of the triplet 8s. Now it's looking a bit less like that. We have 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. This is like a really good shape, but I can't remember why. I can't remember what goes around it. I guess because it can become trip 9, 6, 7, 8, or trip 6s, 7, 8, 9 pretty easily. 4, 5 is... We don't need this 7 here. It's just triplet of 8, so that's fine. Question mark? What would we love to see here? A green dragon, I think, would really hit the spot. Or a 6 or a 9, to be fair. I'm not going to be... Interesting. Fuck it. This also builds into 7 pairs. We've got 6s, 8s, 9s, 8s, green dragons. If we find another pair, we can drop this 5, go into, you know, that. If we find something that fits the sequence here, then we can... We could actually be in an insane... No! It was going to be insane! I could have looked for pairs on 6, 7, 8, 9, or green of dragon. I could have had like 20 tiles to look for. Oh, and then... someone ends the game. Ah, well. I'll take my 49 rank points, I suppose. Yippee. Pushing slightly up into expert. My up, I mean back to where I was at expert 2 before I fell down. Oh. Right, again. Because the luck seems to be with me tonight. Let's queue it and see what we can do. Oh, I was going to say, I'll get a drink while I'm queuing between rounds. I should finish this one I've got near me. Okay, maybe not quite finished, but I'm taking a swig. That's what I was trying to get around to saying. Okay. Right. 3 people with actual characters this time. And a hand that I don't hate. I don't hate this at all. Ooh. Okay. So we've got easts we can pawn. We've got 5s we can pawn. We've got, there we are. A bit like that, really. Get rid of this 8, I guess. Normally I'd get rid of the 1, but, you know, it's Dora, so... I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to try and greed it a little bit. Okay, there's 2 souths down. We've got to get rid of that next. Probably an argument I should have done that before the 8, but say la vie. This 2 is probably my next drop, because we've got 5, 6 in the bamboo suit here. And then... yeah, 4, 5 works pretty nicely. Coming to the sad realization that we're probably going to have to drop this, but... you know, Roundwind 1 Dora isn't like the worst. And this could still technically become like Pawn Palace. We've like pawn here, pawn here. We're left with this 6 and 7, which would be chaff, but... no, I like that. I like that. I could even feint a flush. No, I'm not going to feint a flush here. It wrecks too much for my hand. I think I just let people know that I want to lock in that Dora 5. And that's, like, perfectly reasonable. Now, these 5s we mustn't call pawn on because they are our pair. So we need to chi out this, like, something on the end of this 4, 5, or 2, 3. And then drop this 6 and then look for the last one with Ron. Is probably the fastest way to complete this hand. Or No, that's stupid. Don't do that. Just why would we do that? That seems silly. Okay, this one also doesn't super help. Yeah, I'm going to stick the initial plan here, and I'm just going to try and chi out one of those two sequences we've got on the left. That is mildly distressing. Okay, so what save tiles have we got here? We've got a 2 and a 4, which of course are in both of our sequences. Because, why wouldn't they be? Well, you know, maybe we do drop a little 2 here. So then we have 5, 5, and 5, 6. We can actually pivot into looking for something on the end of this 5, 6 here, as the sequence still have this pair of 5s, and then work from there. Or my opponent can die before me. You know, that's also a perfectly acceptable outcome. You know, no Reachy bet lost, no damage done. We played safely. This next hand is a bit more doo-doo garbage, it's got to be said. I don't think this is a winner, but we'll give it a whirl. Maybe we draw like 5 fantastic tiles in a row. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, maybe it's just the most godlike run of tiles you've ever seen in your life. It's not starting off great. Not exactly what I would have liked to have seen on the first few downs here, but no, I think not, quite frankly. Okay, buddy, I guess we'll drop this white dragon as well. So what do we have? We've got a pair of Wests, which is probably our pair for the end of that. We're also in dealer seat here, which is really rough, because I'd like to make a hand in dealer seat, but I just don't think it's going to happen. So 2, 3, 7, 6, 9, 1, 2, 7, 8, 8, random 4. I mean, the problem with taking this 8 via chi is that I'd have to drop both of my Wests. Okay, so we've got out the bamboo suit. And from there onwards, do we ever pawn this? No, surely not, right? 1, 2, 2. I think it works better than 6, 7, 9. I do believe. Okay, well that's trip 8. I mean, what do you even drop that? I guess the 1? Maybe? Okay, let's look at this in terms of blocks. Block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4. Blocks 4 and 5, I guess. So we've got one too many blocks in this hand, is the issue. So now I think we can legitimately get rid of our Wests now that we've dropped this 1 and just look for some Tanyao stuff. So we might be able to make an actually kind of fast hand here. An extra door I wouldn't say no to. I would say no to a 9. 2, 2, 3. Okay. It's a bit awkward because we've already dropped the 1, so, you know, that's for a 10 city. But sometimes you just gotta roll with those punches. Okay, still don't want these Norths. Ideally, what do we want here? Like a 2, 3, 4, I guess. Ideally, actually, what we want is something that fixes any of these. Because these have just been sitting here doing, like, nothing. Like, I could technically have kept the 1 and be going for, like, a even, you know, axing these for a flush. But, nah, 20 tiles left, there probably isn't enough time. 5, 6, 7. That's more like it. Right. So, whatever we do, we have to drop this 3 if... Oh, hello. Maybe we drop it now. Or do we... I'm going to drop it now. Yeah, keep our options open. So we've got pair of 2s, trip 8s, 6, 7, 7, which can be fixed by 5, 7, or 8. And then something that fixes this. Which, as it turns out, isn't going to matter, but, you know, it was nice in theory. And puts us on third. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We did pay slightly more for the dealer penalty from Sumo, but it wasn't a huge hand, so not really too much to complain about. You know, if you'd have hit a Blina, Mangan, or a Bob, I might have got a little angry, but no, we're fine here. We're chill. I am actually going to keep this Red Dragon over this 9. And it's a decision that can and will bite me in the arse later. But, like, you know, you've got 1-9 down here, 1 on the wall. It's like, there's not a lot of point keeping that around. Just like there's not a lot of point pawning that. I think we do get rid of this 3 for this 6. Fuels me. And then let's have a look. 2, 4, 6 here. We fixed up my various things. Still don't want a 3, but thank you for asking again, game. Don't particularly want to pawn that 3. If I have a pair of dragons, then maybe it's a bit of a different story, but like, I'm not really in the market for that at the minute. Does this 6 ever help us? Possibly more than this 6 in a surprising twist of fate. Then we can do 6, 7, 8 and a pair of 9s. Potentially. Now, 3, 3, 4, I do like. So I'm going to get rid of this white dragon, I think. And then the red dragon probably, or definitely follows it now. And then we try and kind of pick up the pieces of this hand from there. God, I guess, yeah. Even though the north's really not what we're looking for here, it is, probably preferable. This is definitely interesting what's going on in the middle here. It's almost half blushable, is what I'd say. In fact, do I want to look into that as a legitimate avenue? I think I goddamn do, you know. I think it's time to pawn some 9s and then drop some man tiles. How many souths are left? 1. Perfect. 1 does not help me. I need things that aren't that suit, or that suit. Things that are this suit, essentially. Otherwise, I do not have a valid hand, and that is kind of bad. Do I ever keep a west here? It's the craziest drop you may ever see. I think I keep this west even though there's 2 of them down. At least until a more valuable tile goes down, because it's safer to drop these tiles now before someone calls reach. And then later on, when I'm having to drop things that might be safe tiles, I just drop wins that basically no one's going to be looking for. A 6, 7, 8 is very much appreciated there. Okay, we're going to see a pawn on the 2-man. No one's dropped any north, which is interesting. Which is my win, so no one can be looking for it for that purpose. But if that's the case, what purpose are you looking for it for? What nefarious hand are you coming up with? Okay. Get the feeling I also might start at this point to be, yeah, like shut out of the bamboo thing by people just dropping a couple they don't, you know, a couple they don't need with slightly higher priority. And that could really spell disaster for me. Unless I can pawn or cheat it. We'll drop a green dragon here, I think. And then aside from that, yeah, it's just kind of a case of just vibing here, honestly. Just, you know, what Mahjong's about sometimes. Just sitting back, chilling, knowing you've done everything you can. And watching the tiles fall. And maybe considering dropping some of those wins starting from, like, next round. Just to be super safe, you know? I have a bad feeling about this north, because there hasn't been a single one down. Like, I can't prove anything. But I just have a bad feeling. Right. Checking your DMs while the Reachy runs is my favorite part of the game. Oh, yeah, that's a good point, actually. I ought to, I see the clip now. Ooh, you know what? Let's drop this north. Let's go crazy. If you need a north to win here, then you fucking got me. And by your, I meant mine. Oh, no, I was going to go and check that clip. Okay, that's safe. I suppose I could pawn anything. No. Okay. Holy, that was a good reach as well. Yeah, you know what? Can't argue with that. I am now in last, which is a bit of an oof, but like one decent hand will get us up to first. So, you know, it's just a case of checking, you know, checking make sure we've got some semblance of a good hand at some point. I think we drop this 2 here. 2 norths is nice. We can make something, you know, cheap and cheerful. This being down already does suck. But, like, we can find, a player who doesn't do that immediately. That would be nice. 4, 5, 6? Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Game's making it back up for me. And then, from there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is kind of fucking enormous, actually. Like 7, 8, 9 with a 5, 6, or 5, 6, 7 with an 8, 9, but probably 7, 8, 9 with a 5, 6. Do I even need to pawn this? Is this shooting myself in the foot? Fucking crazy idea. We don't pawn that. We don't need it. I think the Reachy is worth more. Because we get like 1 Dora from this. Admittedly, maybe I could have just won there, but yeah, no, this is absolutely the play. Again, a little unorthodox, but we do need a bigger hand to, you know, really kind of secure us in here. So we're going to try and look for one. So we, obviously, this is just our pair now. That's all it can be. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need something on the end of this 5, 6, or something on the end of either of these 5, 6s, which we draw. And then we press the funny orange button. And that is the game plan, essentially. I don't think it can really change much from here. We do have 2 5s in our midst. So we can potentially swap them out for the red 5 if we happen to be so lucky to draw into one. But I think I just prefer to get, you know, something on the end of these 5 6s. A bit like that, really. Ooh. We could also get rid of a 9, which is nice. Yeah, I'll do that. Alrighty then. We ride. And the good thing about my discards as well, with them being like mostly dragons and winds, is that it's kind of hard to tell what I'm looking for here. People might lean slightly away from the man's suit, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Red dragon as our first drop there is also good because we give away as little information as possible. Not that I'm controlling that, just kind of nice that it happened. And then, I guess, the player across from me can... Holy, they are actually dead. 8k. Well, not in last anymore. So there's that. Like I said, 1 good hand can really swing this. And I think that was on track to be a pretty good hand. I have woken up with several dragons and my own wind. I am interested. Tell me more, game. Tell me more. I see. Poor lady seems to have lost her pants gambling. Yeah, it's a terrible state of affairs. So it really should be done about that. Some of the skins in this game really are skin. Yeah, it's like, I let that one through, but, okay. If there's any of the, like, super risque ones that come up, I do just have, no. Just, Dokumi Tendale. Dokumi Tendale. Oh. You know, just in case. I have 2 pairs of dragons. Things are potentially heating up a little. would get rid of a... No, would I get rid of a 5-3? I'd get rid of a 9 for a 3. How about that? Oh, I'm glad to you. Don't look at her. Tits are temporary. Ron is eternal. True. This is another core tenet of Mahjong. Can I pull a white dragon? I know that's really greedy, but, like, I might pop the fuck off if I pull a white dragon here. No, no, don't put it down, please. I need that. I need that for the funny. We take, and we get rid of this 3, I guess. Manifesting a white dragon because it's funny. It would be so funny. Would be maybe one of the most comedy moments of all time. Come on. Okay. North is not quite it. It is an honor tile, but it's the wrong honor tile. I don't know why I'm so married to getting fucking Daisangen, but, like, if you get a hand like this, where it's, like, even vaguely possible, and you've got to, like, you know, wish upon a star about it, right? I'm not sure if that 4 was the right drop, but because it's cool. Exactly, yeah. You get, like, a fancy animation when you hit a Yakuman. Like, you got to do it. Or at the very least, I've got to pawn 2 dragons and then just emote at the table to aura farm. And make them all think I've got the 3rd one. This actually does work quite nicely. It locks in our Dora 7, which is neat. So now the coward's way out is by just pawning one of these, dropping the white dragon here, accepting it's never going to happen, and then, you know, getting our reasonably sized hand. The hero's way out is... Now I have to make a decision. Now I have to make a decision. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't in good conscience. Oh, but it would be so funny. The funny rolls through me. You know what? It's time to start aura farming. People are going to be fucking terrified to drop those white dragons now. This is biblical greed. You're not wrong. But, like, can you imagine? Can you imagine if I draw another white dragon right now and guarantee myself at least 3 small dragons? This is a little bit of an issue, but I think there's not much we can do about that. Well, I can't drop that 4. This is the safest tile I can drop that isn't sacrificing the meme. Yeah, this is going to be an issue because I can't drop this without dying, I don't think. I should mention in the event that we... Okay, that's safe, thank God. In the event that we pull a white dragon, I drop this immediately, and either I get sent to Valhalla, or I take someone there. Like, or I send someone there. I am getting sent there, or I send someone there. Oh, this is also a tile I can't drop. But you did drop 2s and 3s, so... You probably don't need a 4. I'm not actually sure what the whole, like, rationale behind that is. It's... Oh, that's a safe tile, so we're fine. Could I have, again, kept it and dropped the white dragon, which is probably safe? Sure. But, I don't want to. Okay, that's a safe tile. Someone is holding 2 white dragons. It feels like they might be. Which is a bit of a shame. You can drop a 6 that I can pop. No! Ruined! That's heartbreaking. If I'd have drawn that, I could have at least been in 10 pi. Damn it. Well, you know what? We did a bit of star chasing. What can we say? You know. If you don't go for hands like that occasionally, are you even really playing, like, Reiki Mahjong? If the game presents me with, like, you know, 2 sets of dragons and 1 other one, yeah, I'm going to chase at least Chosangen. Maybe Daisangen if we're lucky, but, like, I'm not going to get ahead of myself there. Another assorted villager impressions. I think I don't. I think, yeah, it's a bit early to open the hand when we've not necessarily got a great plan for it outside of, like, Tanyao, I guess. Which is all simples. Again, trying to keep things, relatively friendly for whichever types of lingo you are used to. I'm going to drop some of these dragons and just go Tanyao, I guess. You know what? They failed me last time, this white dragon. I cast it out. No doubt to immediately receive it again, like, this turn, but... No, that's a 3/4/5. Okay, I was right to do what I did. So... what do we have here? That's a 5, 6, 7... 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7 actually is kind of nice. 3 big dragons equals big boys. Oh. Like, so, like, 3 small dragons is just the lads, and 3 big dragons is just the bigger lads. I kind of love that, actually. Oh, hey, speaking of the lads. How did I know I was going to draw the second one of them at some point? The boys and the big boys. Oh. You ought to just come up with alternate names for, like, fucking all the Yakuman. Oh. Trying to think where I'm going with this hand. I guess I'll wait until I draw. It's a bit not like the most resource effective. I'll tell you what, maybe I should just... I mean, that seems like a pretty good wait, personally. You know, just wait on 4 tiles. It seems alright. I can deal with that. And it's all Tanyao. Yeah, alright. Okay. Thank you, funny orange button. I never would have spotted this in a million fucking years. Crazy stuff. Kinda, yeah. Like, would anyone like to drop anything in the man suit so I can, like, remove their soul? Yeah, fucking hell. This is a hell of a shape. Because we've got either... let me look through this. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pair of 6s, or 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7 pair of 6s, or 3, 4, 5, trip 6s, 6, 7, 8. That'll do. Richi, Pinfu, Tanyao, Dora, no Uras, but that's still like 7.7k. And like I said, one decent hand, right back in the game. We are barely 2k away from first. And 8k basically in front of our 2 friends in the back there. Going into South 1, so, you know, still 4 rounds to play. Don't get too greedy, but as far as rounds go, I'm going to drop this white dragon. For this Dora, that kind of goes my 2, sorry, goes my 1 and 4, technically. And I don't want to pawn that. There we are. Hand secured. All I needed was the most insane weight you'd ever seen in your life. Yeah, alright. I mean, get rid of an 8. It's probably advisable to get rid of the south. They really want me to pawn this. I'm not going to. But, like, they really want me to. Yeah, alright, sure. Okay, now I gotta get rid of the south. I think it has to be done. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pair of 7s. So that's already 3 blocks there. This is a shit 4th block, and this is a kind of shit 5th block. But we'll work that out later. And by later, I mean when I get a tile that fixes one of them, I'll say, aha, I knew what I was doing all along. Even though I very much don't. Oh. Okay, that... I'm not sure if that helps anything. But I'm gonna get rid of this. Because that's just single waiting on 2s. This 1, 3, 5 is waiting on like 2s, 4s, 1s, 3s. There's like a lot it can go at. So, yeah, something in that kind of region might be nice. I guess to say it's waiting on 1s. It can't wait on 1s. According to this game's playstyle chart, I am very luck-heavy. I mean, hey, if it works. I think, according to this game's playstyle chart, I have no defense because I deal in constantly. But I'm alright on the other things. 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Well, you can only be a pair. Which sucks? Question mark? I think this is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. And then we drop the 9 if we find like a 2 or a 4 or a 3 here. Because we can't find any more 1s. There's no point keeping that around. But also all the 4s are gone. There's trip 3s now. I've got to get rid of the other 1. Maybe? I don't really know. This is... do I regret getting rid of these 1s? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. A 3, 4, 5 might go kind of crazy here. The 6-pin really doesn't. Doesn't mean I'm lucky. Yeah, because it's weird. It says that... oh, hang on. Can on the 3s? No, I'll pass, actually. Okay. So how many 4s are down? 3 of them. That's quite bad. That means this 5 is basically worthless to me. Unless I pair it up and I get like 7, 8, 9 here. I guess just a measure of how often I let Jesus take the wheel. That's real awkward. Like, this is technically... It's technically better because there's less 5s... Well, there's less 2s down than 5s. So, in the event that I get 7, 8, 9 here, I can now pair up on, look, for 3 2s as opposed to 2 5s. But it's not, you know, great. The south has to be safe, right? Thank you. Please don't kill me on a south. I'd be so sad. Can I get away with a 7 drop here is the thing. So now I can't drop the 2. I can drop any number of these 3s. Or another south, I guess. I get the feeling his hand just isn't quite going to come together. Like, I don't want to force it and run into something. Particularly while I'm ahead. Actually, yeah, let's remind ourselves. I'm ahead. I don't need to, like, you know, really go in for this hand. It's south 1. I'm chilling. I'm just folding. Like, maybe that hand could have been something, but it didn't come together fast enough, so it's kind of on it, you know. Just don't lose. Precisely. Look at all these 3s I got. And then a selection of basically every man tile in the game bar 1. The 5s are safe. Good to know. As are the 4s, as are the 2s, as are the 6s. So, yeah, well, let's just keep dropping these for a minute. And then next turn, we just drop a 6-man because it's safe to 2 people in case you're also almost ready. And then we might have to survive 1 more round. All 4 white dragons are down. I guess that's how we're surviving it. Neat. His 2 of bamboo is also provably safe now, so, you know, I'll jot that down, I guess. Yep, there we go. No tempai, but kind of alright with that. So, 3rd place has got a little closer, but 4th place has got a little further away. 1st place is now back under 30k. Drop the south immediately. Why, though? Okay. Ugh. I love it when first tile of the game that happens. Yeah. Aside from that, what's going on with this hand? Not a lot that's, like, good. I guess 5, 6, 7 is nice. I'll get rid of a 9 for it. Maybe I should have just got rid of a 7. There's maybe a tile efficiency argument for that. But, you know. I'm working shit out. Do we? No. Oh, there's The tile efficiency argument has entered the chat. Because it's kind of doing the same thing as the 9 was, but the other end of the spectrum, I guess. So now we can have 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. I immediately regret my words and my deeds. But I guess that's what we got to roll with. If we've picked this path, well, then we're banking on these rather than this. That hand has got slightly more terrifying. Why? Why, though? Why would you do this to me, game? Fuck. Okay. Feeling like like this one might be... You know what? At least it wasn't drawn out. At least it didn't last long. Still wondering whether I should sense that, but I think that one's fine. Okay. So we are a bit more solidly in second. We're about like 8k behind now. And, God, barely 4k ahead of second. It's getting a little dicey, but... What the fuck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6k. Not worth that. It's never worth 13 orphans, but you gotta just give it a count and, like, check. You know, if you're on, like, 9 or above, then maybe you can go for the Hail Mary, but, like, I wouldn't. Generally. So now we need to drop all manner of bullshit. You know, you're gonna drop my wind, I'll drop your wind. Fuck you too, buddy. Purely out of spite, that's how I decided that tile. And get rid of this east for another 6. And then there is 1 north down, so we could probably do with dropping that. We could also getting rid of these 2 dragons. Don't particularly want to pawn 8s at the moment. Yeah, we'll get rid of this. Just for some number tiles, so we can, like, refresh our hand with things that might matter at some point, and then go from there. Look, I really don't want to pawn these 8s, I'm going to be honest. Which does mean I now physically can't make a triplet of them, but that doesn't mean that 7 pairs is off the table, so, you know. I'm going to hit you with a kind of wild one. We ditched the 2 here. I'm going to hold on to these for a little bit longer. And once there's, like, nothing else I can get rid of in the hand, then they gotta go. Yep, bye. You can always pivot it into a 6, 7, 8. Or a 7, 8, 9, I guess, yeah. Because then I can have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 here. This 6, I mean, there's a red dragon down, so... And it's also right near the center of the suit, which works quite nicely. I think we get rid of this 8 here. I don't think the bulging shape is doing as much good, because we've got, like, 2 pairs down here anyway, so... If we need pairs, we've got them. And we don't want to break up a sequence to make them anyway. The only thing that would really ever change my mind on that front is potentially getting, like, a 7 or a 9, but... Nah. Just don't think that's going to happen. I don't see it. I picked up this 4, and I realized it's not actually that useful, because we already had 5, 6, 7 here. Now we have 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, I guess. We do have a pair of 4s, which is a slightly more compelling argument. I'm going to drop Dora. And maybe I'm going to explode here, but... Okay. Not ideal, but at least it does show that that's on the table and that I should probably be folding this. Particularly because that's dealer seat as well. That's big money if it hits. Like I say, not brilliant, but not the worst either. I do have 4 pairs, which is interesting. 4 pairs and a sequence is certainly some... Okay. What are my safe tiles in this scenario? And why is the answer... Fucking none of them. I like the immediate cough blood emote into, like, having to wait on someone's tile. Okay. 2 1s are down, so that's probably fine. This is going to be a real thorny one, actually, to try and fold out. We have had a 7 down. And no one seemed to go for it. It does, like, break my entire hand, kind of, but... I think we got to get rid of these 9s. I don't think they're too conducive to what we're trying to achieve here. And it gives us 2 turns of safety. While we can still kind of work on the hand. And then if the hand doesn't pan out from there, we've got to hope that someone else has dropped something risky. And that we can follow right behind them. 3, 4, 5. That does help. So 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Honestly, if we can make this work, and, like, you know, maybe get a 2 or a 5 here, and then... I'm so glad that man jumped on the bullet. Okay, this is at least a man gun. 3 Dora, 2 red 5s. You're dead. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, well... Glad I was thinking about folding that one. Because as it turns out, not folding it might have sent me straight to the Shadow Realm, which is where I was starting to go. I was like, well, maybe it'll just be like... Maybe it'll be fine. And then, no. 18,000. Like, perish immediately. Okay, we are on South 3. It's gonna... If I run the player to my left, there's a chance I make second. Otherwise, you gotta be content with a third in this kind of a scenario. Like, it's... Oh, Corner Smorth is that. Thank you very much for the follow. Thank you for contributing to getting me out of the Glade of Dreams. For joining the rescue effort, as it were. Yeah, this 8 can go. This 8 can definitely go. Hey, it's not 4th. That's a good point. Yeah, like having a ranked game and coming in 3rd, you lose like 2 or 3 ranked points. Having a ranked game coming in 4th, you lose like 100. It's so much more worth to like just take the 3rd sometimes. I would have to lose pretty significantly to come in 4th now. But never say never with these things. Never tempt the Mahjong gods into showing you that that's possible, because they will. What are we building on the left here? And do I care? It's like single white dragon. We got an emote into a 3 of bamboo, which, I mean, sure, bud, whatever you say. That's a 7, 8, 9, which we don't hate. What do we hate here, actually? Crazy idea. I think we hate this 4. So 7, 8, 9, pair of 2s, 6, 7 with something either side. But ideally, we want to draw into a 2 or a 4 of bamboo. Or this, I guess. It's kind of a shitty weight, but... fuck it. Maybe it scares people. Okay, so 4 of bamboo. All of the 3 of bamboos in the game have gone down. A couple of the 5s have as well. So maybe people think that the idea of me looking for a 4 is unlikely. Unfortunately for them, perish. Okay, yeah, just a modest, you know, organ hand. But the important thing is, it gets me closer to this, and it also means that because this player in first isn't quite so far in the lead now, they might feel incentivized to take more risks and fight for it, which is maybe something I can trip them up on. It's all a mental game, you know? Now, this is all last, and I have woken up with a couple of Dora, but outside of that, nothing that I'm really, you know, kind of willing to write home about. Nothing I'm shouting from the rooftops, you know, this is the best thing ever or anything. But there's potential. Let's, you know, let's give it a chance. And also not pawn these ones, because that would permanently snuff out that chance. Okay, green dragons. Looks like we can go for fast and aggressive here, which is the other, I guess, caveat, is that they just need to win this, and then they're done. We like the 4 more than the 8, I think. So we can have a pair of 1s, 2, 3, 4. We can probably drop this white dragon sooner rather than later before someone finds a pair of it. Do I ever make something using this 3 of bamboo? I would love to, but, like... The question is, do I? I'd need something to replace this white dragon that actually relates to it, like another 3, or a 2 or a 4... No, 2 or... Yeah, 2 or 4, obviously. Forgive me, I forgot how to count for a second there. It happens occasionally. Pocket me ball? Okay, that's not what I wanted to see. That hand is becoming scarier. 5 is technically closer. And then... I think 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is interesting. I would like to drop 2 for that, I think. Let's keep this 4, 5 shell intact. We kind of drop the auxiliaries that, like, don't really matter. He likes double dragons this early. Yeah, it's, yeah, the one saving grace is that there is a red dragon down here, so at least it's not Yakuman, which would be the one thing that could kill me. It might still be Chosangen, though, which is still not great to get hit by. I like the 6 more than this. So now we have 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 6, random 3. I have to get rid of random 3, aren't I? No, there's arguments be made for other things. We still don't want the 7. But maybe keeping it as a safe tile at this point isn't the worst idea. It's difficult because it's hard to know how ahead, like, the player on the right is. Like, if they rush those 2 dragons and they have basically bugger all else, or is it... well, you know what? These 2 4s are safe, so I think I'm incentivized to drop the 4 here. Dream pick up here is a 4 of bamboo. And then we hunt for... or even a, like... a 3 of circles wouldn't go amiss. Yeah, we're dropping a lot of man tiles here. So, unfortunately, they're not really in the realms of things I was planning on dropping. Oh, that's awful. My greed. Oh, I lived. Thank God. I actually full on closed my eyes there. I'm just like, Does this ever help us? I guess it gets us 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. I should really drop this 3. Drop a 2 instead, because I'm crazy like that. Okay, so this is 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, now I've got to drop the 9. Which is a slight miscalculation, but I don't think it's like anything terrible. We haven't lost too much hand value. Oh. There's 2 of these down, so I want to drop it just again because it's kind of a bit of a safer way to hedge my bets. It also means we have more man tiles to drop later, which, you know, player to our right here seems quite fond of dropping. Okay. Got a chi on the 5, 6, 7 pin on the player across from us. Presumably realizing they just have to make a hand if they're in the dealer's seat. So even if it's just some Tanya stuff and they can get a redraw. Brother, this is so risky. That's insane. Fuck it. Fuck it, I'm an idiot. I'll do it. Yeah, I deserve that. Okay, yep. Oh god, how big is this? It's 8k, it's fine, it's fine. Look, I knew the risks, I just knew that I wasn't going to get sent to 4th unless it was, like, really big. -9 rank points? Fair enough, you know? Fair enough. Could I have saved 6 of those by playing a bit safer? Sure, but it's 6 rank points. I get, like, 50 if I come second. It's fine. We ride again! I believe. Another free clip right there. Yup. Oh. Ugh. But yeah, we'll head right back into it. See if we can't pull another 1st or 2nd out this evening, maybe. Who knows? I would like to think we could. Ooh. Okay, I think these skins are fine. I don't know. I'll have the sensor at the ready. Hello? This is a lovely start to this game. I do feel a bit blessed here, actually. Right. So, pair of easts, pair of white dragons, a north, which is my wind, and a red dragon, which, you know, would be nice to draw into, but, you know, I've already been given quite a lot here, so let's not push it, per se. Okay, 1 red dragon down. No norths yet, so that could still be... No, we can still be looking at 3, you know... 3 Aku just off of that. I'll get rid of the red dragon for this 6. I'll cut things down slightly. Just because it's less likely now. And I'll keep the north around in the vague hope I draw another one. That could be a certified neuron activation moment. We could even consider doing some, like, kind of flush adjacent stuff. That could be interesting. Like, if we get a north, I drop this, and then we, like, pawn, drop, drop, and then we're just left with this. That could be very... in fact... No, greedy. But, I don't like this 8. I'm going to drop it. And it's just 1 8 up here, so, like, as long as I don't continue to drop tiles like that, which, I mean, I guess is kind of more up to luck than judgment now, I have been immediately punished for my crimes. Who could have seen this coming? Yep, fair enough, I guess. Also, I get the distinct impression people might be holding on to these here Easts and White Dragons, which is going to be a little bit of an issue for a fellow such as myself. Kind of need them. And there's 1 north dropped as well. We'll take that. I'm going to try and flush it. It's greedy, but it's round 1. I can afford to play a little bit. No, I don't want any of that, actually. I do not want to can into the person who's just called Ricci, funnily enough. I just don't think that's very smart. Oh, I have no save tiles. You don't need the north. Yep, I thought so. Sometimes you just gotta drop what's safe. Even if it means kind of wrecking the hand a bit. This is safe. Remember, sometimes you've just gotta not lose. So other safe tiles. All 3 of our 7s are safe. You've dropped a 2. No, you know what? We're folding. We're folding. Apologies. It's the boring option, but I do not wish death upon myself. Guess I can always drop these 2 and then, you know, maybe magically pivot later if need be. Okay, well, that might be the start of the magic pivot. Who knows? Oh, hey, the 4's safe. That's really good, actually, because we wanted to get rid of that out of our hand anyway. Pair of 3s, which replaces those pair of 7s that we dropped, so that we could still be on for a hand here. Hold. No. It's not even going to be that big of a hand, though. Let's stay the course. It's not worth the risk of dropping this 2 just to die. And it means if I do see a 2 appear, then I'm going to be vindicated beyond all belief. And we are out of safe tiles, except we're not, because these 8s have just been dropped and they're fine. So now we drop these 8s. Yep, and with that, we are perfectly fine. For both of them, the 2 was there. I was right. I was right not to chase the hand once again. Oh, vindication. Let's go. God, my defensive play has been on point. Wait, I'm goated, Sun Tzu. God, I keep rewatching that clip occasionally of yours mornings. Like, that's actually just a fucking grip. But like, as Sun Tzu once said, draws winning tile. I'm fucking nice with it. I'm goated. Oh. Oh. Let's get rid of a 9 here, I guess. Waking up with trip 6s is cool. I would pawn this, but I kind of want to try and make something of this 9, which is probably a fool's errand. But we shall give it a go. If we have 2, 4, do we really need the 1? Yes, in case there's some pair shenanigans. I'll drop the East, I think. And we can have 3, 4, 5, trip 6s, ditch the 8, or 6, 7, 8, pair of 6s, 5, 6. And drop the 3. My favourite clip of all time, I wish I could put it on my fridge. Oh, it's a very good one. I'm probably going to have to drop this 9 sooner rather than later, because if I keep it in my hand, it kind of just becomes poison that I can't drop ever. But I'll drop this red dragon first, and then I'll drop the 9. Because then if someone has to hard commit to a terminal now, then it's probably a bit of a harder sell than if they've got like a something to fit it later. Yeah, see? Someone could have taken that because there was a slight delay, but they chose not to because... Yeah. Okay. We're all getting... We were all doing it. We were all in the same boat. You know what? That's fair. Gotta respect them on that one. I should not waste all my time and just drop this one. What do I do from here, though? That's a 7, 8, 9, which I'll take over this 2, 4, I guess. So 7, 8, 9, trip 6s, 3, 5, pair of 2s, pair of 4s, and Randy 4, which we need to get rid of. So yeah, the hand makes some kind of sense. I'm not sure if this is the optimal way to pilot it. Like maybe there's something I'm missing over here. I see, and I have no safe tiles, you say. To shreds, you say. To shreds, you say. Yeah, that one was just kind of tough. It was just reach Ipatsu, though. We got off very lightly. And his points? To shreds, you say. Oh. Well, then. You know what, game? Fair enough. This does make up for a certain something. That's, I might chi that. You know, I might just, I wonder what I will do today. Making a monkey noise at his hand. This is very warranted monkey noise hand, to be fair. Like, I mean, like, it's free. It kind of is. Game was just like, okay, that last one, kind of bullshit. You had no safe tiles. Have this absolute fucking, like, bottomless pit of sauce. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Fucking hand me the win right now. Hand me it right now. I am sat up. Pointing at my screen and spitting out my water, yeah. I am going to kill someone. This is a large lad. I'm so locked in for this. I'm so ready to hit the Ron button. You have no idea. Can you imagine if I canned the 4th green dragon as well? I mean, that's kind of a level of greed that's so greedy. It's like just ridiculous. And I'm not going to obviously like stop a win before I get it or anything. But like, can you imagine if I just drew the 4th green dragon? Now, I imagine all of my opponents will be folding. Which is kind of fine. So I need to just natural draw these 4s or 7s. But God, can you imagine if I do? Hits them so hard it uninstalls the game. Just like it turns the computer monitor's brightness up so much they have to do like the Bleeding Seto Kaiba being hit by Exodia thing. It's like the just fucking actually flashbanged out of existence. Of course, I'm going to do all this. I'm not even going to make the hand now, am I? This is the sad truth of Mahjong, is that you can be so high on, like, you know, tile 40, and then by tile 20, you're just like, it's fucked anyway. Never mind, I'm the best. All your points are belong to me. Right, how big is this? Green, red, 3 Dora, red 5. A tasty 12k. Honestly, thought it would be a bit bigger. But 12k is still fine. Like, that's still a comfy first. Insert cat flashbang gif here. Oh. Alright, well. We were given that one as like a charity endeavor, really. So, we'll take that. I guess I'll get rid of the south, given there's already one down. Mandate of heaven, indeed. We have one of each dragon, which is kind of annoying. Because I'm going to trade out that 4 now, and I'm going to really wish I had it back later, I guarantee you. A white dragon down, so let's get rid of that, and also make a 7, 8, 9 while we're at it. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, by the way. Potential for, like, half outside shenanigans. We've got a 9 here and a 1 here, but let's not get ahead of ourselves or try and... No, don't need that. Okay, game, thank you. Yep. You could have given me any other dragon. Literally any other one, and it would have been great, but... You do you. There is an east down as well, which I should definitely be getting rid of. But there's the 9. You know, things just kind of fall into place. Ask and ye shall receive. Okay, don't need that. An 8? I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. I'm going to drop the green dragon for it. And there's the red. Okay, so we are officially out of the dragon town, which is, awkward. Well, good news is we have a safe tile. We have 2 safe tiles. Ooh, okay. 5 man going down. That gives us a bit of wiggle room, I think. We could maybe... I don't really know at this point. We've kind of got to trust the red dragon isn't what they're looking for. I don't think I can reasonably hold on to that forever. And then we kind of hit issues. We could break up this and lose the Dora. I could be greedy. Oh my god. Okay. Yep. I've got to stop myself doing that. Remember, I'm ahead. Don't get greedy. You're ahead. You're a human person. You can interface with this, oh god. Hold on. What if I made this my pair and dropped this safe 2 and 3? Except maybe not the 3, because that could be 3, 4, 5. Yeah, see? Yeah. I'm gonna chase it. This is maybe an ill-advised Ricci chase. I'm simply the best! You are a human person, but only the head. Oh. How much is that? 8k? Delicious. And I definitely did all of that intentionally, and it wasn't in a blind panic while I was working out how to fold that hand gracefully. Oh. Yummy 8k luck stat goes up. Delicious. This hand is also not bad. It's less shiny than the previous hand, but it's really not bad at all. Okay. I mean, you can do that. Don't particularly want the 6. So we have 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 6, 6, 7, 3, 4. Okay, buddy, chill. So as I was saying, 7, 8, 9, block 1. 1, 2, 3, block 2. 6, 6, 7, block 3. 3, 4, block 4. Got 4, 5 now, I guess, which makes more sense than 5, 7. So this is 3 sequences. This is a pair. This is a 4th sequence, is what we're saying here. So actually, I'm kind of already 1 tile away from Ricci, which is neat. Not going to complain. Okay, don't particularly need that. I don't think that's super helpful. So we want a 3 or a 6 here. Or a 2 or a 5 here. I guess I would turn down another 6, actually. I would turn down things that fix this, because then we're 2 tiles away. I really want this to be our pair and just have this 7 maybe be like a revolving... probably doesn't need this. Have the 7 be like a revolving safe tile, if we can at all help it, but... Okay. That is a 7. It's probably safer. Ooh, didn't like that weight. Didn't like that weight. Nope, not pawning that 6. You're not getting me like that. You have dropped an 8, so the chance of you needing a 7 pin are slightly less. This east is just so much safer to drop, though. We're, like, so much happier to see that. Good news, Morn is finally free from homework. Hell yeah. Would you perhaps like to participate in the video game after I finish this one? Because I'd be down to open up, like, a viewer lobby or something. I would. Hell yeah. Let's get that going, then. I crave the Jong. The Jong calls to her. Weird choice. This is probably safer. Also, I haven't found anything on the end of this 3-4 yet, so maybe we'll try and find something on the end of this 7-6. It's fine. This hand is going to be worth absolute dog if it hits anyway. Okay. Yeah. Sure, you got me, buddy. With okay, it was half flush, to be fair. It's only worth 4k. I don't think I'm down to be on voice today, but I'm down to Jong. Yeah, that works just fine, yeah. We can certainly do a bit of that. Alright, South 1, and we're on slightly less than the 40k we were, but it's fine, you know, we'll work it out. We'll recover somehow. Should have dropped this west first, really, but slight tactical misplay. Just means I drop this afterwards, and I'm absolved of all guilt, essentially. Okay, South's being ponned there. I don't particularly want to chi that. I could go for fast and dirty, actually, but no. I can once I have the white dragons. I've made this mistake before. I'm like, I'm just going to go for some fast and dirty hand. And then I, like, never find this white dragon. I'm like, oh, this is actually very slow because I'm waiting for 2 tiles. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This 3 is very nice. Well, we like that. We are now in a bit of an awkward spot, though, I would say. Never mind. The awkward spot has been resolved, I think. We want to get rid of probably the 7-8. And then we want to just try and pawn out 1s and 5s here. Or a 1 or a 5 here, actually. I guess we'll replace that with this in case this 5-5-7 becomes a sequence by us natural drawing a 6. But yeah, really, this is kind of where we lock in and just be like, okay, yep, white dragon, and we don't usually care about anything else. So, hey, Khan, sure, why not? 9, we're not hugely enthused by, nor are we enthused by that. The 2-pin becoming Dora. It's a pawn there. 1 more of those, I guess. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Someone's considering it. We've got another pawn. A 3rd pawner has entered the ring. I could chi this 5-6-7 and then just look for pairs. Yeah, we'll look for a triplet here. I think it's not the ideal weight, but it's a way to progress the hand. And like, you know, someone might drop a 1. Yeah, that's safe to you, which is pretty important at this stage of the game. I don't have a lot of other safe tiles, so I'm pretty much riding on finding this 1 or... You wouldn't need another 2. Okay, yeah. I was like, that'd be crazy if you were looking for another 2. Come on, just drop a 1. Drop a 1 of characters. No one's going to be looking for a 1. Who looks for a 1 to finish their hand? That would be silly. Okay. I'm noticing a distinct lack of 1 of characters being dropped here, team. That's kind of fucked up of you, honestly. Okay. There's one of those 5s I needed. And there's a Tsumo. Alright. I did give them 1 Dora, which is somewhat regrettable, but meh, I'm still like 8k ahead. And it's South. Oh, it's South 1. Okay, I've got a bit of a fight left then before this is done and dusted. We may have had a good start, but we do need to try and... God. do need to try and make something, and this hand is going to be difficult to make things with, but I shall do my damnedest. So, first thing is we get rid of the, probably the east and then the north. Okay, well, you know what? Again, we love the tile one. No, I just had that. Flips over something there, so, I mean, maybe we can make something out of Ricci, but what this probably means is that maybe someone else can make something out of Ricci, because I don't know if I'm going to get close. We'll drop a 1 here, I think. And then probably this 8. I know there's 1 white dragon down, but I've got 2. So there are at least a pair. You know, they're doing something in the hand, even if it's not their full potential. There's a south down. We do have a pair of 9s now, which I guess I'll drop the south for. 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, huh? That is a sequence of numbers, technically. Pair of 2s, yeah, okay, we can take that. So 7, 9, 9s, block 1, 2, 2, 3s, block 2. This makes 6, 8, 9, block 3, and I kind of hate it. The pair of 1s, block 4, the pair of white dragons, block 5. Yeah. Bit stinky. There is a very, very distant possibility. Oh yeah, I got a summon scroll from the event. Let's see that normal dress drop. Hell yeah. Yes, there's a very distant possibility that I make this half outside thing, which is why I dropped the 6 over the 9 there. But I fear that may have been greedy. Do I chi this? Maybe I do. Maybe I chi this and I go for the half outside. Now that I've committed to it anyway, I may as well try and leverage it a bit. We can pawn on the 1s. Is what I would say if there wasn't someone currently being murdered. Can you, like, do 11k to that guy? No? Okay. I mean, I would have really liked you to just take him off the board so I could get a nice, neat first. Audio's doing the thing again. Thank you. Hang on. Where are you? Where are you, video game? Be gone. And come back. Right. We should be better. My apologies for that. My OBS does gremlin things, as I'm sure those of you who've been here for a while will know. Why did I drop the 7 when the west was right there? You know what? I call this hand classical jazz, because I'm just going to kind of make it up as I go along. Tech support goblin has done her job. Thank you. Is very much appreciated. Okay, now we drop west, I guess. I don't know. I think I have got in my head this idea that I'm going to get a half outside hand at some point tonight, and I can't get it to leave me. I mean, I did cunt, I guess, so... I did get 7, 8, 9 out of it as well, so, you know. Somewhat regret dropping that now, but okay. Why don't I drop a red dragon? Artie, why are you dropping actual tiles instead of these and playing awfully? That's a good question, viewer. I don't have a good answer for you. Look, it's fine. I'm sure everything will fix itself in due course. There we are. See, not a problem. I didn't have a single worry. The normal dress stroke came true, except I got a simple Vanzine. When you pull Gacha, you only lose. This is, yeah, true. Oh, hey, I've almost won. Neat. I've almost won with a half outside hand. Pretty neat. Oh. And if someone drops a red dragon, I can pawn it to, you know, increase my pointage a little. But I'm kind of hoping that someone just drops this to... I could have had south. Actually, no, I could have had a pair of south. It would never have made the 3 because there's 2 of them down already, so I don't feel too bad about that. This is actually good because it just disguises what I need to win. Oh. Yeah, let's see. Okay, we need to stop dropping bamboo tiles because Doma Verme over there needs them all. But yeah, no, the gacha in this game is like also... That's awkward. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. It's fine. It was always fine. They don't want to drop a 2-man. Well, then. Does anyone want to drop a 1-man? so I can get my half outside and have dragons, which I know means I'm looking for less tiles, but like, look, people will drop 1s. See, people drop 9s. Like me, I'm gonna drop a 9. So people will drop 1s. That's just an immutable law of the universe. You know, people will do that eventually. I just have to be patient and hope you don't win in the meantime. Okay, the 3 was safe last time. I'm going to assume it's safe here. Unless anyone's had any major developments. Does not escape my notice that I'm riding it a little risky here. Okay, probably no one needs 3s if all 3 the other 3 have been pond. Oh dear good lord, okay. Okay, can I pivot to a safer tile? Not really, so fuck it, we ball. I'm glad that worked. I'm not sure how much longer it's going to work for, but I'm still in the contention to find this 1, ideally. Please. Nope, don't need that. This is maybe the worst thing that could have happened to me ever. Fuck it. I'm playing it so unsafe. I'm playing it so unsafe. No. Oh, no one's dropped any of them. I got a bad feeling about this one. I'm chickening out on that. I can still win if someone drops an 8. Fuck! Damn it! Okay. If I die to this now, I'm gonna be so mad. Actually, they probably only dropped that one because I did. Let's look at it that way. They knew it was safe because I dropped it, so they dropped theirs in turn. This green is obviously safe. I am still in Tenpai. It's fine. And, oh, we're going to get a fucking repeat, aren't we? Because the East player was probably in Tenpai. No, the East player was the one person who wasn't in Tenpai. Holy, thank God. Okay. Get rid of this 1. So what do we have here? 1, 3, 3 is a block. 2, 3 is a block. 5, 6, 6, 7 is like a weird 3rd block. 4, 5 is a 4th block. I would get rid of a white dragon here. Because this can be trip 1s, or it can be a pair of 1s, 1, 2, 3. So let's keep ourselves nice and flexible for that. There's a south down, so I may as well get rid of that. Green dragon's pond. All right, looks like it's going to be a bit of a race. Very interesting, actually. Okay, we might want to just keep this as trip 1s and then focus on the rest of this, because there's a lot of flexibility in this anyway. I don't need it. I mean, I want it, but I don't need it. Would have loved to have drawn it. Or that. No, actually, no, not the 4. The 4 kind of meh, but... Okay, so what do we not have now? Trip 1s. Pair of 2s, pair of 3s. 5, 6, 7. We do not need more pairs. This 6 has got to be the next thing to go. I'm sorry. It maybe even should have gone instead of 3. This 9 does not help, quite frankly. If we can... Okay, cool. Nice. Neat. If we can find something to go either side of this, and admittedly, the things that go either side of that seem to be in short supply. Yeah, I still think this is the right play. I don't think pawning that's the right play. I'm gonna have to... This is so cursed. This is so cursed. Never mind, it's the greatest thing to ever happen to me. 2s, 5s, and 8s, you say? Well, that is the most number of tiles, and it means I drop a safe tile to go into reach. So yeah, I'll chase with that. It's a pretty good reach. Means I can secure my win, as long as I don't die. Thank you. And there we have it. A first place. Oh, 8k as well. A command gun? Sure. What do we have? Reachy, 2 red 5s, and an Ura. For 12k. Which puts you firmly in third place even. A nice little 52k first place there. Hell yeah. I'm going to get back to Expert 2 one day. And we got some stuff. Alright. Right, let me get that viewer room set up. I am also, I've just realized I've got the wrong set of decorations on. Yeah, hang on. Okay, that, I've already got this. I should have this on. Actually, no, maybe I do prefer these. Because my other one was like that. Yeah, no, maybe I do prefer these. Check your friend requests. Oh, yeah, actually, hold on. I'm going to just, very temporarily, sorry, stream, just going to... there we are. Accept a couple of them. 2.5 million coins, goddamn. I have had this account for a while. There we are. Should be all accepted. Right. Let's create room. 4-player, 2-wind. Let's be chill. Let's put the time limit on 60. Anything in this I need to yeah. Okay, that's fine. Right, okay. Well, here's the room ID. I assume if you've got that, you can key it in and join. And yeah, if there is anyone else who wants to join, fair enough. I think it might be me more than 2 AIs, but that's also fine too. There we are. Right. Yeah, and assuming there's nobody else, we'll add in 2 AIs, and as soon as you're ready, we'll go more. Just obviously make sure you're not peeking at the stream as well. Nah, I'm tapped into the game. Excellent, excellent. But I am listening. I will keep that in mind. I will try and refer to my hand in vaguer terms than I normally would. Actually, I can be smart and pop out the Twitch chat. Ah, might be an idea, yeah. Ooh. God. Still very happy I pulled this dude. Look at how fucking... yes. Look how yes this dude is. Alright, ready to clown. Ready up then. And we shall get going. In the meantime, I shall take a sip of my now pretty much finished drink. There we go. Alright. Now remember, keep it vague. I pulled the most Morn character on the second pull. I can't ask for more. This is true, yeah. Like... You don't get many, like, character pulls in this game, but I do seem to find that the couple you do get in most circumstances does fit the person somehow, like, pretty perfectly. Awkward one. I think we have to start by doing this. And then I know which tile I'm going to drop next as well. If, this comes to... Yeah, that'll do. There's my next drop. Now, what do we got here? We've got, that's garbage. I've got block 1. I think we can fix that up. We probably don't need this for it. Block 2, block 3, block 4, block 5. So actually, this hand splits fairly nicely into 5 blocks. Just about the case of improving those blocks, which is going to take a fair few tiles to do, to be fair. It's not like we can do anything miraculous with it, but it's, you know... It's certainly something. And again, I am avoiding kind of mentioning tile specifics here, but we do have 5 blocks established. And apparently we're only allowed wind and honor tiles. Like, well, let's say wind and honor tiles. Oh! I see. Does this change the battle plans? Yes, slightly. I guess, yeah, we get rid of that, because that's safe. Don't like that. That's also safe. That's Dora you're dropping? Damn. This is safe to one of you? Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's... Okay, 4K. So, not the biggest hand in the world. Something everyone can come back from. Legally not allowed to keep that Dora. That is tragic, yeah. God. It's always the worst thing, like, well, you know, if I wait for this, I could do better, but I'll just call Ricci now to, like, lock it in. And then and then the next tile you draw is, like, the thing you could have needed, and it's just like, no. No, I don't think I will do that, actually. I might do that. So, blocks-wise, far worse shape. This is blocks 1 and 2. This is kind of random. This is block maybe 3 and 4. And then block 5 just kind of hasn't materialized. I'm going to be a little greedy on it. Just a little bit. But, you know, nothing foolish. Get rid of the screen dragon, giving us one of them down.
Beach.
Morn, do you mind? What the fuck? What is this mandate of heaven you've stumbled across? You just get to call reach every, like, third tile. I see you there, fucking sitting there sipping. Like, what? You were called reach on, though. I think I've got to get rid of these. I think these are my kind of... We're playing for lints, and actually, this is the luckiest I've ever been. Yeah, no, that is how it happens. You wouldn't take an 8 off me. There we go. You were looking for a 9? Damn. Okay. Ricci pin Fedora. There we are. 4K. Back on the person who won, which means congratulations, you've basically reset the status quo. Bar like 1,000 points. So yeah. Good job. I didn't realize that was Dora before I dropped it. Whoopsie. Oh well. I was like, yeah, get the stinky 9 out of my hand. And then I was like, oh. I have made somewhat of an error, potentially. All right. There she goes again. She's doing it again. Someone stop her. Guess we're not doing greens now, basically. Oh, okay. This has got to go. We've got a block 1, a block 2, a kind of block 3, and a block 4. I'm missing a 5th block, although this might help with that. Let's get rid of you and put this here. I think we're fine for... Yeah, so now we've got 1, 2, 3. I've still only really got 4. We need something to become of this that is useful. That is not it. That is just assuredly not it.
Chi.
Okay, a chi to lock in the... I think I need this. I think keeping that around is silly. Whereas we could have greatness if we follow that. And I think, given that we've got rid of that, our next thing we have to get rid of, presumably, is this. So now, where do we stand? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's some shenanigans that could happen. Yeah, that looks like shenanigans to me. Shenanigans! Go! With a not bad weight. My board's looking wacky right now. Mine looking alright. Oh, hey, sick. I'm surprised that didn't even break Mangan. Okay. Got Ricci, Menzen, Tanyao, Ura. Okay, the Ura was kind of lucky, but I guess 7.9. It was like bootleg Mangan. I mean the 5 1s in a row. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Huh. That is somewhat unfortunate. I don't need it. But do I need it, though? Let's get rid of that. And then kind of just see where the lay of the land is from there. Oh, she's off again. Although, to be fair, this didn't stop her being slowed down last time, so all is very much not lost. Okay. That's a block. That's a block. This has to be a block. This is now a block. I should really greed it. I think I'm feeling greeding it, actually. No. Also no. And then... Does this help me in any way? Like, probably not, let's be real. There was... I don't know, there's cases to be made there, but I don't particularly think they're worth hearing out. No. Again, still no. Let's stay the course, whatever that course may be. The course will have to be eventually drawing something that isn't in, like, just a completely different, like, planet compared to the numbers I need. Change things a bit. Okay, well... Okay, what if my greed knew no bounds? What if have we considered that? Wow, I've been immediately punished. Okay, fair enough. I will be sorry for my words and my deeds. Except, just kidding, I've got that. There's a Khan on the souths. What's it going to reveal? The green dragons are worth more. Wow, my words are my deeds. Why don't I stick to one plan? I mean, okay. No. Okay. Yeah. No, I have been. Sometimes you just draw the wrong tiles 17 times in a row, and that has very much happened to me this game. If I'd have kept any of this in any order without flip-flopping, I could have achieved greatness, but not to be, as it turns out. Okay, cool. Yeah, the third east. That's great. I guess the only other poetic justice thing that could happen now is that I die to this somehow. So let's okay, let's give him a hand, folks. Okay, wow, it didn't happen. Neat.
No.
Yeah. Shame. Decent hand, but like I got really screwed by those draws on like the second row there. Just so screwed over. I'd rather it happen here than in ranked, though, to be fair. If the game needs to get its frustrations out with me having good tiles, now is a perfectly acceptable time to do it, and I will welcome it with open arms. Oh. You know, sometimes you just got to get your bad luck out in, you know, these like friend games, so that when you're in an actual game, it'll not do that. I was trying to pull the same shape 3 sorts. Oh, yeah, mixed triple sequence. I get you. I had a lot going on. I had like 1 east, and then I had some like 5, and then I had like a red 5. And I was like, oh, I'll drop the 5, and then I drew another 5, and then a 4, and then a 3, and then another 5. And I was like, okay, this is probably the sign that I should drop the east. And then I immediately drew more easts, and I was like, okay, I see, game. Like, I see how it is. Yeah, I should really drop this. I should really drop this. I'm gonna do it. You know what? We learned our lesson last time. Don't greed. Greed bad. Yeah. I will take a closed con. I will take a closed con that makes all 4 of my 2s Dora. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me, actually. I'm okay with that. Me personally, love having 4 Dora tiles randomly. That's pretty good. Do I? I mean, fuck it. Why not at this point? I've got, you know... I've got the sauce. It does kind of break up my pair is the only iffy thing, but... Hey, that's cheating. I think you'll find it's pure skill. I think you'll find... Ooh. Yeah, okay. Works for me. Works for me, it does. Now. See if we can't find one of those. Like, our remaining blocks are looking okay.
Beach.
That's... If you take this from me, that's going to be really upsetting. Okay, that does improve things. You can't need a red dragon. That would be crime. Please let this work. That would be so funny. Don't take this from me. Thank God. Okay. AI delete us. Oh. The casual 5 Dora. I had 6 pairs, Artie. Oh, unfortunate. I had almost 6 Dora. Oh. Delicious 12k hand. Right, you'll love to see that. Now, things I'm not so keen on seeing is, I think this sound. And then... Not sure how I feel about this. I'm actually feeling like we don't. Because there's, again, like a sort of vague chance of a particular, hopefully obvious, Yaku coming up here, involving some of these fellas, that maybe I can kind of get in on. We can get rid of this in order to facilitate that. And then from here, I don't really know. I don't think this helps. Like it's I'm think I'm tunnel visioning again though. No, maybe it would have helped more than this. Yeah, this is a weird hand. I've made this a weird hand. It's a weird hand of my own design, and now I must kind of lie in that bed. Yeah, I'm just gonna press the funny button. Okay. I hope you got norths. Because, they're doing pretty well right about now. Don't need that. This is technically better than that. You opened this can of worms, now lie in it. I love lying in worms. This doesn't help me. This doesn't help me at all. I feel like I might have made a mistake here, but it's fine. Well, we'll simply style it out. There we are. We're already starting. You can't be my pair, otherwise I can't win. I thought that exactly as you said it. We're simply on the same brainwaves. With my own failures, in time, you will come to know the tragic extent of my failings. I don't do a great Wayne Jude, but like, God, I would love to get better at that voice. Oh. You're not allowed to win. You're only on 6k. I was going to kill you. Okay, I guess you're allowed to win if you win the most baby hand I've ever seen. But sure. What do we have? Okay. My 3 Dora. Oh. This is an interesting hand. This is definitely a hand of some interest. You do need to find a way to make it work, though, is the only thing. Because currently it doesn't work, but there's potential that it could work. It's just, not here currently. Is the potential in the room with us? No, not at the minute. That's not really what I want to see. The same things I've already drawn. Yes, these are tiles for sure. No, I can't. Right. At the current moment in time, I have the hand of all time. I've got a hand. Like, it just needs a little something to get going, and then it can really, you know, like, paint the town red. I'm just going to go out on a limb here. Did you perhaps forget that you are in the west seat and it's the south round again, Morn? Just want to check that's not that old thing isn't rearing its head. Always do. I see. That is unfortunate. I had a feeling, and as it turns out, that feeling was entirely correct. Yeah, okay. This is going to be real sad if I, No, I haven't called anything yet. So I don't need to worry. I can almost be a real boy. I can unscuff this. She lied. I guess I do need to get rid of... Oh, I should have kept some of these once these had gone down. Oh, pain and agony. No, I can't do that. I think it's tragic that I can't do that either. I have to. It irks me no end, but it does put me one tile away. If I can draw said tile. I mean, any one of a number of tiles could technically work for me at the current juncture, but it's about finding the bastards, because they're not bloody here. Okay, that's recently gone down, so it's probably safe from nefarious things. Unfortunately, this doesn't help. I think this is just a better setup. Okay. Okay, we're still not finding the tiles we need. Maybe the last one will at least get us into Tenpai. Maybe I should have actually just gone for a bootleg kind of no Yaku Tenpai. Because now I'm not going to get to draw another tile! Okay, never mind. We are at least in Tenpai. Thank the Lord for that. You have no idea how badly I wanted to pawn those wests at the door, and I was just like, I can't make the hand work if I do that. Oh. Oh, and that means we are on all last. Here we stand at all last. I was just rushing to Tenpai there. Yeah, it's exactly why I pawned that at the end. It's like, yeah, it's no Yaku, but it is Tenpai. So, it stops me losing points there. Because that does still count. These... Oh, that definitely goes now, then. These probably need to go. If I can find something worthy, which is not the West Wind, let me tell you that for nothing. West Wind, not doing it for me. This, however, I see a certain potential in the boy. But I kind of want to get rid of that first, actually, looking at what's down. Don't like it. I guess we... Okay. Sure. Let's just get rid of all the dragons. Because they're not doing me any favors currently. Hey, money. Does this help? I guess actually it does help more than that. If we just keep that as like our pair, and then we've got block 1, block 2, block 3, dubious block 4, block 5. So it needs a bit of fixing. Fucking emote spam, let's go. The fixing has arrived? Not in the way I thought it would, but I think this is actually maybe good here. I mean, it does lose us, okay, oops. I really like this character's emotes, yeah. Some characters have, like, really good emotes. Like, I know this lady that both the AIs are playing has, like, that one knife emote, which is really good. I'm trying to work out my guy's best emote. So I have the my back emote. Which, honestly, mood.
リーチです
Yeah, that emote is really good. Again, I don't think this helped me. It would have helped me if I was going for 7 pairs at this point, but I'm not. Okay, let's not...
ロン
Okay. Die to the random guy with the green dragon. Okay, also some Dora. Ow. Oof, how he ouch my bones. Luckily, I am unassailable. Mods air fry this man. Oh. Well, there we are. Right. Not to break up the party a little early here, but I think I'm getting a little eepy. So I might call this here. Also, I can feel my voice going a bit. So I don't want to, like, overdo things. I am probably going to call this here, if that's all right. That means, yeah. Means I'll back out the room. All good, I'm just happy we got to play a game. Indeed, yeah. And if we do have more people who are interested in Mahjong in the future, I am totally down to just run more, like, you know, viewer rooms and that. Gotta show you how much I've... That's true, actually, yeah. Like, compared to when you were first starting out, like, you can tell you've definitely been, putting in the hours, as it were. I definitely got lucky on a couple of those hands, but, you know, it's a long road to mastery, this Mahjong lark, and I, of course, haven't taught you everything I know yet. Probably set up another stream at some point where I go through, like, what I was going on about whenever I mention blocks and stuff, because that's handy, once you get your head around it. I got mega lucky on those first reaches. Actually, yeah, the first 2 or 3 rounds, we were just, like, turn 3 reachy. I was like, huh? Excuse me? What do you mean? Oh. But yeah, anyway, I am probably just gonna, can't say no to a turn 3 reachy. You really can't. It's just there. There's no data on, you know, what you, don't need, because you've dropped 2 other tiles. There's nothing in your discard. So it's very potent, even if it's a small hand. But yeah, with that, I'm probably going to end things off here. So, thank you all very much for watching. I've been Artorius Winchester, and I'll see you all next time. Farewell!